Welcome to my pottery studio. Today we're going to be talking about different types of costs. So we are going to be making tumblers in the pottery studio. So clay is going to be a direct cost. I measured out, it's 1.5 pounds of clay. I know how much clay costs, poundage times cost per pound, and so that I can directly trace it to my tumbler that I'm going to end up making. And so it's a direct cost. My glaze, same thing, it's a direct cost. I know how much glaze costs, I know how much glaze I put per piece, and so that is going to be a direct cost. The labor to make the pot, my direct labor, that is going to be a direct cost. So I know how much I'm getting paid, I know how long it takes, or I can track how long it takes me to make a tumbler. You know, all I need is a stopwatch. Probably after a while I'll just use averages. And so then that labor can be directly tied to the cost object. Some things that can't be directly tied, that would be indirect costs, would be things like the depreciation on the pottery wheel. That I can't directly tie the cost object. I can't say one tumbler includes this much depreciation, right? That's not how it works. And in fact, yeah, so anyway, so our depreciation on the pottery's wheel is going to be an indirect cost. Other things I might call an indirect cost, maybe some of my cheaper tools, so like sponges, these are super cheap. Instead of tracking exactly how much sponge I use in each pot, or saying, hey, one sponge can make 100 pots or whatever, I'm probably just gonna throw these in factory overhead, which we're gonna talk about next time, but I'm just gonna call these indirect and I'm gonna allocate the cost. So if I buy 5 sponges this month, I'll allocate it over however many tumblers I make. So this is going to be an indirect cost. If we're paying rent on this facility, that's going to be an indirect cost. Or if we own it, then the depreciation on the facility. I'm here at our kiln. We purchased our kiln up front and we will depreciate it over its useful life. That will be an indirect cost. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. That's pretty much going to get us through direct and indirect.